I know it's a football game going on. I know. This ain't the most convenient time, but I wanted to just come here, wrap y'all for a little bit, and just talk to y'all for a little bit. Welcome back to PSN Command. Now it's your boy Tone Get a Tech. I'm back with a video. If I get to a greater God, for God, I've never entered now. God's open doors and paving ways for all people in the Almighty Lord Jesus Christ. Name prayer. Today's video, I'm here about the Washington Commanders as well as the NFL. Before I get too far into it, quick verse of the day. We're gonna go into the book of Galatians, chapter 2, verse 20. It is as follows. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I live now in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself up for me. So that is the verse of the day. And let's get right into today's live stream. So I'm gonna make this kind of a Commanders Q&A. Kind of Q&A stream. Y'all can ask questions in the comment section about the Commanders and 2025 season and things of that nature and things we need in the off season, all that. Also, we'll recap the games that happened so far in Super Wildcard Weekend, especially the Eagles game. They lost. That's pretty cool. And then little NFL draft talk. Who y'all won at 7? Y'all wanted Caleb Downs. Y'all wanted David Bailey. Who y'all want and why? And we'll talk about that very, very briefly. I will be on for like a half an hour. I'm not going to be on too long and try to talk the head off. But yeah, if you got a couple of questions for me in the comment section, that would be great. I very appreciate that so much. So we'll start with the Q&A. You can guys give me some questions that you guys may have in the comment section. Maybe I'll answer those about the Commanders, also about Super Wildcard Weekend, and we will recap those games while we are on here. The games that happened already. I know currently the Patriots are playing the Chargers, a 6-3 Patriots. Patriots just turned the ball over on a Drake McFumble, so that's also interesting. But we're gonna recap these games though. These games have been very fun this weekend. It's been a very, very fun wildcard weekend. Also, the Eagles have been eliminated from the playoffs, so that's always great, right? So we're gonna start with Saturday's game. So these happened yesterday. So give me your question about the Commanders in the comment section. We'll get to that in a second, but I want to briefly recap these 4 games, and then and then we'll talk about some Commanders questions you may have in the comments. So I'm gonna give y'all time to formulate your questions. While you're doing that, I'll give you guys my thoughts. So Packers Bears. Bears were up. Bears were down 21-3 at halftime. They were down 21-9 in the fourth quarter. The Packers gave up an 18-point lead as well as a 12-point fourth quarter lead to lose this game 27-31. Caleb Williams and their offense was phenomenal in the fourth quarter. They made a bunch of plays offensively. I mean, their offense was absolutely insane in the fourth quarter. Colson Loveland came alive. He was absolutely just dogging boys in the fourth quarter. And they copied a play from Cliff Kingsbury early in the season when they did the fake screen and had an out and up to DJ Moore for a touchdown to put him up 4. And Jordan Love was marching down the field, but just ran out of time. They had turnover on downs. Christian Watson had a drop during that drive, as well as Jalen Reed. And it cost them as they lost this game 31-27, blowing an 18-point lead. I finished the end of Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. As for the Bears, I don't hate the Bears team. I don't like Bears fans, especially they talk about my quarterback very disrespectfully. I get tired of that. So I'm kind of beefing with Bears fans, kind of a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. But they deserved to win. They came back, they fought, they scratched, they kept staying the game, they kept fighting, they kept believing they'll win. And they won. Gotta give them the credit. That was a heck of a nightcap. And the Bears will be playing, I believe they'll be playing the Rams. Yes. They'll play LA next week in Chicago. And we'll talk about the other matchup that'll be in the divisional round as well, in the NFC. Speaking of the NFC wildcard playoffs for Rams Panthers, this was a fun one. Rams trying to run away with it in the first half. They were up 17-7 in the red zone, and Matthew Stafford turned the ball over and turn them on downs, and that allowed the Panthers to get back in it. I believe they scored before halftime. They scored before halftime. They scored before halftime when they got a field goal for halftime. They got some points for half. And then it became a tightly contested game. Even the Panthers took a lead at 24-20 at one point. And it took another lead at 31-27 as well. But Matthew Stafford came with a legacy drive, hitting Devontae Adams, hit Puka Nacua, and then he hit Cody Parkinson for a 18-yard touchdown back shoulder fade. He kept his feet in bounds, got in the end zone, and the Panthers just couldn't respond. He went 4-out in like 27 seconds to end the game. But Bryce Young was phenomenal for 3.5 quarters. I think he played a great game. I think he played extremely well. Matthew Stafford was very erratic after starting 8 of 8. He had like a below 50% completion percentage at one point in the game, but he locked in late, made plays, and showed why he's the MVP of the league. And this is a fun game. I thought this game would be a blowout. We thought the Rams would come up there and just dominate these boys, but the Panthers are different animal at home. And they showed it. They scratched, they fought, they played hard. Jalen Coker was hooping. Jalen Coker was phenomenal. He's a restricted free agent. If the Panthers don't want to keep him, let's keep our eyes peeked out for one Jalen Coker in Carolina. But this is a fun game to watch. This is fun. Devontae Adams, he took a huge hit at one point. He was bleeding on his other nonsense from his tongue. Clean his tongue up. Pause. Super pause. And they got back out there and made plays. Fun game to watch. And the Rams did come out top. They'll be facing the Chicago Bears in divisional weekend in the Chirac, Soldier Field. They going to O Block, man. Bang bang. So, but yeah, fun NFC wildcard games. Let's get to today's games. These were also very entertaining. Bills Jaguars. It's a back and forth game for real. Jacksonville. I think the Bills led the whole game, for the most part, except for they were down 24-20 late. Josh Allen put up a legacy drive, hits Brandon Cooks for a 38-yard chef's kiss of a throw, and that was beautiful. He was under pressure. I think Josh Allen smacked the crap out of him as he tried to let go of the ball, and he just threw a freaking dot to Brandon Cooks. Way to cook him, Brandon. Way to cook him. Shout out to Brandon Cooks. And then they had like a 10-yard tush push, which was insane. And then Josh Allen had another tush push to get in the end zone. They need to ban that. That play is irritating. That play is too nuts. That play is retarded. I'm tired of that play. That play needs to go. But that play is an irritation. That play is like a pain in the neck. I'm sick of that play being a thing. But here they are. And then Jaguars get the ball back about a minute ago. And Trevor Lawrence's first pass was dropped by Jacoby Myers. Kind of also swatted away by Tre'Davious White. You can say Tre'Davious White had a PBU in that play. You also say Jacoby Myers just dropped the freaking football. And he got picked up by Cole Bishop, and that was the end of the game. I think Trevor Lawrence played overall well. He did throw a late interception, which sucks. Josh Allen was phenomenal. The run game did not get going today. They told James Cook no, and Josh had to carry him, and he did. I picked the Jaguars on the DDT Football Podcast channel. Shout out to Dio and Dave. I was wrong, but nonetheless, the Bills are phenomenal today, bro. They made plays when time to make plays, and the Jaguars showed their youth. And it's okay. Trevor should be back in the postseason, I think, with Liam Cohen as their head coach. I think they'll be back in the postseason as soon as next year. I don't know when the AFC South begin, but they should be back in the postseason. I think they have a really good football team. They extended Jacoby Myers. They have a guy like Brian Thomas Jr. On a down year, I think he'll back like a year 3. And Trevor Lawrence will be back. I think he'll play well next year. I think he'll take this momentum into the offseason and really work on his craft, really work on his game, and take up another notch in year 6. think it's year 6 for him, right? Yeah, year 6 for the Clemson product there in Jacksonville. In the game you all wanted to see, the San Francisco 49ers went to the link to play the Philadelphia Eagles. And boy, this was a slobber knocker. Ooh, Lord have mercy. And we beat their backups. I'm not impressed by that at all, Stingray. But shout out to you, bro. Like I say, while I'm talking about these games, please comment your Commanders questions if you're a Commanders fan in the comment section. Thank you so much. I will appreciate that so I can get to your questions. But yeah, this was fun. Eagles pretty much won the entire first half. They was up 13-10 at halftime. Brock Purdy had a run toward the end of the half where he just get out of bounds in time for him to kick a potential game time field goal going to half. But the Eagles scored 13 first half points, and they did not score 20 points for the whole game. We'll talk about the Eagles offense in a moment. But Christian McCaffrey was phenomenal in that second half. Demarcus Robinson had himself an early ball game. 61-yard catch, caught a touchdown pass, caught another first down. He was everywhere in that first half. I think he might have had 100 yards. I don't know. We'll check the box score real quick. I check the box score for that game, but we're gonna check the box score. I'm very curious if Demarcus Robinson had 100 yards today. He was an animal today. I ain't gonna lie. Juwan Jennings for a 29-yard touchdown pass. It's absolutely insane. To Christian McCaffrey as well. Christian McCaffrey was phenomenal. I know he ran for 15 carries for 48 yards, but he was phenomenal today, bro. Like he had 100 yards. Okay, cool. I was right. He had 6 for 111. Chris McCaffrey 6 for 66, including a 29-yard scamper as well as a touchdown pass from Brock Purdy as well. Brock was phenomenal today, bro. I know the accuracy wasn't there, but the passes he completed were just nasty. They were just big play after big play after big play in just clutch situations. And he was really good today. Brock Purdy's really good today. I can't say the same for the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. But he did throw 2 interceptions, so we also want to keep that in mind. Both were to Quinyon Mitchell, by the way. Quinyon Mitchell had a freaking ball game today. He was getting cooked early, but he bounced back, stick back, got 2 interceptions. So shout out to Quinyon Mitchell for that. 18 for 31, 262 for Brock Purdy, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1 sack. QBR was a 60.8, so that's slightly above average. His pass rating was 80.3, also below average. But I did think he did play well today. He made a couple clutch throws, made a couple clutch carries as well. Brock Purdy was really good today. Shout out to Brock. But Brock was really good today. DeMarcus Robinson, 6 for 111. I think he hooped today. He was absolutely phenomenal. Including that 61-yarder on Quinyon Mitchell, giving him work. Got a touchdown on Quinyon Mitchell, giving him work. Only had 7 targets to make all Evansville 6 targets. He was phenomenal. 6 for 66 for Christian McCaffrey, 2 touchdowns, 8 targets. Cal Juszczyk 4 for 49 and a 27-yarder. They did lose George Kittle to a torn Achilles in this game. That also does suck. Prayers out to bro and his family at this time. Please give him comfort. Pray for his family at this time. Prayer warriors, pray for his health. Pray for his mental. Pray for his spiritual too. He might say, man, God, why is this happening? God, Lord, what's going on, Lord? Like, you know what I'm saying? So pray for his mental and spiritual at this time as well. I know it's not like life-breaking or anything like that, but those things can affect you. They can question your faith in God as well. So pray out to bro. Pray out to bro. We'll get to the Eagle side of things in a moment, but I think the 49ers just played a really good game today. I think they played phenomenal. I've had 2 terms. I think they played a really good game today. I'm very impressed with the 49ers. Given all the injuries they've had, all the attrition. I'm also losing George Kittle today. They went out there and won this game. Shout out to Kittle. It might be career ending for him. It might be his last game on the football field. But pray for him, though. It sucks. I hate to see that happen to anybody. Not even my worst enemy. I don't want to see a torn Achilles. That sucks. Let's get to the Philadelphia Eagles side of things real quick here. Jalen Hurts 20 for 35, 168, 4.8 yards per attempt. Ooh, that is disgusting. What was Brock Purdy's yards per attempt? 8.5. So less than half, almost less than half. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, no interceptions. He did not turn the ball over there, which is Hurts' MO. Then he turned the ball over. QBR was 40.8. Ouch. Bad. Bad hurts. Bad. And we cannot blame Saquon Barkley for this one, sir. Saquon Barkley had a game today. He had 26 carries for 106 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, and a 29-yard rush. Did not get in the end zone, though, but that's fine. Tank Bibb had 4 for 19 as well, so they ran the ball pretty well. Jalen Hurts had five keepers for 14 yards, so that was also not great, even especially from a quarterback. Quarterback usually have like a higher yards per carry because they don't run the ball that much. So then Dallas Goedert had a 1 touchdown rush as well for 1 yard. Smitty was 8 for 70, 11 targets. Smitty's the number 1 receiver on this team. I'm at a point where if you are the Eagles, you might have to think about trading AJ Brown, man. I think it's time to think about it at least. Time to consider it. Him and Hurts see the same page. I'm trying to say, don't see him on the same page. It seems like he's a mild content right now. Bunch of crap going on with AJ Brown. I think it's time to trade him away, get some draft capital while you can. Man, draft a new wide receiver. Draft a new wide receiver next to Devontae. I think Devontae Smith is showing he's a wide receiver 1 in this league, and you need to have faith in him. And I think having faith in him is saying goodbye to your current number 1 and making Devontae Smith back to a number 1 here he was before AJ got there. Dallas Goedert 4 for 33 and touchdown. I think you should keep him around. He had 2 touchdowns today. Dallas Goedert is still a really good tight end in this league. I think he still can play at a very high level. And he is a Philadelphia Eagle through and through. You need to keep him around. Saquon Barkley. I'm not going to call him Saquon. Even we call it Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley had 3 for 25, catching the football as well. AJ Brown 3 for 25. AJ Brown had a critical drop, given that Dallas Goedert made up for it right after the next play. Boy, AJ Brown ran a slant or like a skinny post, and he was wide the freak open. And Mans drops the ball like he didn't catch a football in like 20 years. That's bad. Arthur Juan Brown. Not a good look, sir. Arthur Juan Brown. That's not a good look, sir. Not a good look, sir. I think it's time Philadelphia needs to put one in. Yeah, I think that crap over with. How about I said the S word? Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, Lord. I do not know. But yeah, that crap over with. That ish over with. He's done in Philadelphia, bro. Like, no cap. Like, I think his time in Philadelphia is over. In all seriousness. Yeah, it's over with. 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you. 1, 2, 3. Cancun. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. What up? Awesomeness. Hey, Awesomeness. Anybody got any Commanders questions in the comment section? Please comment them down below, please. It could be draft related. It could be this past season related. It could be anything regarding our beloved Washington Commanders. Comment that stuff down below. I'm recapping these games. Niners played a phenomenal game today. I'm so impressed with them. I think they're probably going home next week, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just because they did lose Kittle. I believe they're going to play the Seahawks without George Kittle. Seahawks have an extra week of rest. Could be rusty, though. I'm not saying they can't go to Seattle and win. I think it's 10 times harder without George Kittle, though. Seems such a big part of your offense. And the Eagles' corners are really good, but they're not great press man corners. The Seahawks corners get in your face. They get physical. They throw you around. They're disrespectful. The Eagles are very skilled. They ain't physical. That's the big difference. Like, you can get it Quinyon Mitchell sometimes because he don't get physical like that. He is very technically sound and very tactical. He's a very, 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 very very, very good fundamental corner, but he's not physical. Reek Woolen, Devon Witherspoon, these boys get in your face. They delete the airspace, as Louis T would like to say, and they get physical. They press you out the line of scrimmage. They some hoodlums, bro. They some gangsters, bro. I don't think DeMarcus Robinson and Jawan Jennings, these guys gonna create separation next week. I just don't think so. So if I'm picking the game right now, I'm picking the Seahawks. Keep it a band. Keep it 1,000. Niners going home next week. This is impressive though. I think the Cinderella story ends next week, but they could very well go to Seattle when it's a divisional game. It's family business. You never know. I would lean towards Seattle though. I think the Bills would have to go to Denver to play the Broncos. I don't know what the score of the Patriots game is right now per se. I'm gonna check that real quick. I think it's 9-3 Patriots, so it's a field goal fest. And there's no points being scored in this game. I don't know what the heck going on with this joint. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this joint for. Like, this is weird for running cap. Definitely weird. This is a weird football game. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's not 3 Patriots right now with the LA Chargers 2nd and 7 from the LA 35. So it felt like the Patriots are gonna win that game. So I think the Patriots will be playing the winner of the Texans Steelers game tomorrow. But yeah, we'll never know. It's a 6-point game, so not Chargers can get a drive going, score a touchdown, and that changes everything, right? So that can also change as well. We'll just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much the wild card recap. We got Commanders questions. Please comment them down below. But yeah, let's talk about some Commanders real quick. Some draft talk. The college football playoff was very interesting so far. I like the. I'm gonna give you guys a couple guys on each team I like so far. I didn't like no one on I like that safety from Morgan. Guy's name. He's a dog, but he's a projected 2nd-round pick. So I don't think we'll be able to get him, but I do like him. And he's a guy that I got my eye on just in case if we don't get Caleb down in round 1. And we go edge rush or something like that. I think edge is extremely important. I think Caleb Down is the best defensive player in this draft. He is phenomenal. Like that guy is a DAWG. Put the stamp, put everything on it. Just you know what I'm saying? Like just ridiculous. And I think he's a dog. I absolutely love Caleb Downs. I think he is phenomenal. I truly believe that, and he's going to be a freaking problem at the National Football League level. I think he's the best defensive player in this draft. I think he's a guy, if he's available at 7, there's no edge rusher, you usually need to draft him. I know a guy like Tim from Tim Sports Talk, edge. You gotta get an edge rusher. I get that, but Trey Hendrickson's out there in free agency. Jalen Phillips might be out there in free agency. You can get an edge rusher, and I think you can manufacture pass rush with a good defensive coordinator. I think if you need another interior defensive tackle who can create pressure on the quarterback, I'm looking at Johnny Newton. Looking at you, Johnny. Time to step up, buddy. And you got to be better rest of the run next year as well, Johnny. It's time for you to step up, buddy. We saw the flash in the Cowboys game. I want to see more of it. So I don't get pressure in the Eagles game too. Just didn't get home, just didn't make any plays, but I feel like he was still semi-disruptive in a way. I just want to see more of it from Johnny Newton. Also, I really like Cardell Tate. Really, really good wide receiver. I like what he brings to the table. I don't think I would draft him at 7 though. I think if we had like the 15th pick or something like that, I'll attack that position middle of the first round. I personally wouldn't do it right now. That's just how I feel about it right now. But my mind could change over time. But I think right now that's how I feel personally. What else? Ruben Bain's pretty good, but he did vanish that last game. I'm kind of a little soured on him. I think he'll be gone before we pick anyway, so I'm not really too concerned about it. It is what it is. I don't know if Carson Beck is coming out this year, but if he is, he's a guy I'm looking at for be a developmental quarterback to sit behind Jaden as like a backup, a future backup quarterback. Like what I saw in that game. I think he was actually quite impressive. Uh, what else? Cassius Howe, I like him a lot from Texas A&M. Uh, David Bailey is an animal. We gotta know this. He's freaking animal. He's freaking animal. He is a animal. That dude is a problem. And but he's gonna be a dog. So I'm excited for the draft. I really want to see who the Commanders do pick at 7. Do we even trade back if it's like a package that's worth it? You get a second round pick, maybe a first round pick next year, something like that, and you can take that draft capital and get out. I'm telling you, if Caleb Downs is there, I don't think they're gonna move. Like if Caleb Downs, David Bailey, or Ruben Bain are there at 7, they're not moving. So we just have to accept the fact that we won't have a second round pick. Um, Maybe you might be able to trade a guy away like Deron Payne and get like a 5th, something like that. I think also which things some other things you can do. Um, also been another thing you can do. I think you are going to do is you're going to cut Marshawn Lattimore. I think that's something you're going to do. I think if you don't trade Deron Payne, he's also going to get released as well. I think you either have to extend Deron or release him. You can also trade him, but I think it's going to just be very, very difficult to trade him away without having to pay a piece of that contract. I think he's going to get out the contract, so I think they might just end up just releasing Deron Payne, or just extending him and lowering his cap number. And I think you can do that, lower his cap number by about $12 million and still keep him around. But I think the way we heard the rumors about Adam Peters want the young guys to play more, I think he wants Johnny Newton to step up. And I do believe we're going to get some more depth pieces like a Tim Settle, bring back Eddie Goldman, guys like that. And Javon Killon got to step up next year, bro. The last 6 weeks of the season, I did not like Javon Kinlaw's play at all. It was absolutely dog crap. It was terrible. It was absolutely dog crap. It was awful. Did not like what I saw from Javon Kinlaw. But I don't know why I ain't seen no questions, so I'm gonna be on for until the half an hour mark and answer some questions that ain't to be answered. But I will announce I will have a stream of Rio Robinson tomorrow on the channel. So please check that out. The thumbnail will be done tonight. And then we'll collab tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll go ahead and do that. So tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Rio and I will be on this channel talking Commander. We'll talk about David Blau. We'll talk about the Cliff Kingsbury departure, the David Blau promotion. We'll also talk about guys that we like at 7 for the draft. And guys we like in free agency. We'll talk top 5 free agents that we want for this team this offseason as well. And we'll leave it to the rest of you guys in the comment section. We'll be on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours tomorrow, 8 p.m. each standard time. If you want to watch the Texans Steelers game, understand. But if you don't and you want to come on here and hang out with Rio and I very appreciate that as well. I'm dropping videos tomorrow as well. Rest of the week I'll be dropping YouTube shorts every day at noon. I'll be dropping a upload every day at 6 p.m. I had a Rio stream tomorrow at 8. I'll be back live sometime this week as well with a mock draft. We'll do a mock draft on here as well. We'll do mock draft 1.0. So should be fun. It's gonna be a fun stream tomorrow. We'll be on for 2 hours. Come pull up on us. It's gonna be a really, really dope time. And come enjoy the company of Rio and I. And we're going to try to get this thing back rolling, man. We're back with the consistent uploads. I'm back with the consistent content. I do apologize about that. But yeah, I'll have a different mock draft theme every week. And also a different free agency theme every Friday. So mock draft 1.0 will come tomorrow. And also free agency 1.0 will come on Friday. So a bunch of different, and we'll have like a top 10 things the Commanders did not do right in 2025 that caused their failure, and also top 10 things they did do well in 2025 that they can take into 2026. We'll have that video tomorrow as well. I'll have like a kind of like a David Blau prediction for his offense type of thing tomorrow as well. That'll be tomorrow's upload. So you want to check that stuff out, you can as well. We'll also discuss it on here tomorrow. So I might not do this to upload, I might do something else. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of the Patriots Chargers game. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up in the morning. And yeah, man. Stay prayed up. Praying for all of you guys. And yeah. Y'all gotta be easy, be safe, stay healthy. Have a great one. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Real Robinson. So next time, peace.